All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Hope you guys are doing well. It is Monday. It's man, April's gonna go fast. Okay, I don't think April's gonna be a slow month at all. There's a lot of key events coming up in April. Could be an exchange rate. There could be a new rate, an international rate in the CBI as well. They love April to do that, so we'll keep an eye on that. But there's the Ethereum conference on April 14th, and there's so many other things that are coming that are happening in April as well. So April's going to go very fast. Um, so yeah, so let's look, and also we believe that the map is going to be finished in April, right? So I mean, of course, they could always drag it out if they continue to stop the troops from doing what they're supposed to do. But we hope and believe that the map is over in April. Okay, so let's take a look at the old Mosul district city. All right, looks like they've come up here now. Okay, so they actually came up this way. Now remember, they did open it up for citizens to leave. I did breaking news on that this morning. So they have. Hold on one second, guys. Something's on my phone here that I need to check. Okay, so as I check this, I'm going to talk. um, so yeah, so they opened it up. I did the breaking news early this morning about them opening up. Iraqi Day brought the news to me about them opening up an area for the citizens to evacuate. I don't know what part of Old Mosul district that they're evacuating to, or where they're going to be put, because there's a lot of people in that area. So I am not sure. Um, okay, I'm back. Okay, so the green is down, so showing up here. I think it's gonna come all around here, and they have something planned for. They have a big assault plan for Old Mosul City coming, and okay, so they're preparing for it. So, yeah, get the citizens out, and then a massive assault on Old Mosul City. Now, what did I say the other day? I said Tuesday into Wednesday, we might have Baghdadi. This was, and I don't have any intel on this. I'm just telling you, what could happen. A Tuesday night into Wednesday, maybe a big assault, and they capture Baghdadi or something like that, and then from there, everything just starts turning green. Once we get Baghdadi, everything starts turning green. Okay, so a big assault's coming because maybe Baghdadi is in this area hiding, and so they want to get the citizens out and go in and try to see if Baghdadi is in this area right here, hiding inside of all these millions and millions of people. So yeah, that would be interesting to see. And also, they also want to declare victory at the Nuri al Mosque, because that's the place where Baghdadi announced the caliphate. So they would love to then announce the victory at that spot as well. Okay, so let's look at the real map here, the rest of the map actually, and really nothing has changed. Um, let's see here, anything on this side? No, that's still the same. That's still same. That's still same. Okay, so not much has changed, and I think the reason why is because everybody's focused right in here. Okay, and so that's what I'm saying. We got to get this thing done. Okay, we got to get this thing done. They're gonna storm this area this week sometime, and hopefully it's before Friday. And you know what I mean. And so they're getting the citizens out. I don't know how long they're giving the citizens to flee and get out, but they're gonna come in here and they're about to invade in this area of Old Mosul City, and hopefully we get to see this thing turn green. Okay, over the weekend, that would be awesome. And then from there, it's Telahar. That's it. That's the last stronghold. Will be Telahar. And then I guess we're going to start to hear more information about Telahar. But once we get Old Mosul City, this whole thing should just turn green. I mean, it should just, you know what I mean. And then Telahar is the last spot. Okay, so that's good news. They brought the citizens. They're bringing the citizens out, and they're going to storm, and they're going to finally turn this thing green. Okay, and maybe they're going to get Baghdadi. And if they get Baghdadi, it's a wrap. We're gonna see. We're probably when they get Baghdadi, probably like that, they're probably going to change the rate. I think, in my opinion, I think Baghdad is the rate. I don't think no one's saying that on the internet, is it? Oh man, I'm gonna let that sink in. I'm gonna let that sink in real quick because I know some of you guys that just heard that were like, "Wait a minute." Yeah, Baghdaddy is the rate. Yep. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Let's move on. Um, Okay, so early this morning we also talked about how Donald Trump's son-in-law is going to with General Dunford to Iraq, and then we had an Iraqi article or Iraqi publication come out and say this is false news. Okay, well, Abadi didn't think it was false news because Abadi's sitting right here in this picture next to General Dunford and Trump's son-in-law and a delegation. So, and Abadi put it on his Twitter. So, well, maybe not Abadi personally, but his team put it on Twitter. Okay, so there it is. So Donald Trump's son-in-law with General Dunford and accompanying delegations went to Iraq to see Abadi and Iraqi government. Why? Because the Iraqi government and Iraq is going through a lot of chaos right now. And I told you guys that Donald Trump either needs to speak out about it or send somebody to fix it. We just talked about that. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I said, don't be surprised if Donald Trump makes a statement about because Iraq is, about what's going on in Kirkuk and saying all around with the basically the fighting and bickering that's going on between the Kurds and Iraq and how the Kurds want to leave and become independent. Don't be surprised if you see Donald Trump make a statement or send someone. That's what we said. Okay, so he sent General Dunford and his son-in-law in a delegation because they need to know what's going on and they need to keep an eye on this because they cannot allow the Kurdistan region to go independent. We keep telling you now. If they once they give us the new rate and they give us the new international Iraq, then it's okay for the Kurdistan region to go independent, but they cannot go independent until that happens. Okay, and I think Kurdistan region knows that already, and they're just playing with Baghdad to get everything they want. Because if they're going to threaten to go independent, then Baghdad's going to have to give them what they want because they can't afford them to go independent. Okay, so yeah, it's a lot of chaos going back and forth, confusion going back and forth, but this is what we like to see because this is how we know that things are winding down and coming to an end. Who is this? Who are these people? I'm just being nosy here. Okay, okay, let's move on. All right, so this is pretty interesting right here. I think it's not as interesting as people are making it out to be in the IQD community, but that's you know how that is. Okay, Rashid Bank directs its branches to open letters of credits for companies. Okay, so I was gonna do a video on this, but then I realized I read it and I was like, I don't think they're saying what a lot of people are saying. But anyways, let's just read it. The face of Rashid Bank on Monday is branches open letters of credit for companies from the public and private sectors, which I like when they added the private sectors to this. Indicating that the amount of credits are converted at the official rate set by the central bank. Now, I think people took that and ran with it, right? So yeah, people took that official rate stuff and ran with it. I don't know if they're talking about an official rate that we don't see. I don't think they're talking about an international rate that we haven't seen yet. I think they're just talking about the official rate that's on the CBI site right now. Okay. And then it says Director General of the bank, Rashad uh, Kudar, alone in the statement it says that the bank has received the face of its branches in Baghdad in the province of to open letters of credit for companies, public and private sectors, noting that the process is the most effective means of settling international sales. Now that's interesting because they are talking about international sales. Okay, so they are talking international. They're talking private sector. They're talking international, and and it says convert over to the official rate set by the central bank. Now there is a rate, and there is an international rate that the CBI is about to set to all for all the banks and private banks. Are they talking about that, or are they talking about the official rate that's on the CBI right now? Don't know because they don't say. Um, But the CBI did say in their PDF statement that they will be giving the banks and the private sectors and the in exchange places a new international rate. Okay, so we know that, and they have a date set for that, but we don't know what that date is. Hopefully, it's in April. Okay. Okay. It says he added that the single letters of credit will ensure that the seller receiving the price of goods and the buyer received and by correspondent banks, Rashid Bank and abroad in accordance with the regulations, inserting that the amount of credits and converting at the official rate set by the Central Bank of Iran. So here it goes with again. The amounts of credits are converted at the official rates. Now, to me, the official rate is what's on the CBI site right now. Okay, but we know that there is going to be an international official rate that is going to be set, by the CBI at some point. Okay, so I don't know if that's what they're talking about or not, or just the CBI's the rate that's at the CBI right now. Okay, so let's check a look here. What you got? And who is this? Beverly, I did move your question or your comment or whatever this was about Jared Kushner, and I put it underneath the comment section. Actually, let me just reload this so you guys can see that I moved it. We don't because I'm telling you guys, man, I make videos every single day. And some of you guys watch the videos every single day. And you still and you hear me say don't comment, but don't comment here in the visitor section. Don't post, don't put anything unless it's articles or a picture with something that has to deal with our investments or financial sector. And every day I got to continue to delete. I think people are doing it on purpose now because they know that I don't want them to do it on here. So now they're just doing it on purpose. That's what I think because I'm actually deleting like 2 a day now. Before it was like 1 every week. Somebody would post on here. Now it's like 2 a day. So I know that people are actually doing it on purpose now, which is pretty sad. So, I mean, at some point I'm going to get to the point where I'm saying, okay, it's 3 a day. I'm just going to ban everybody that does it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but people, that's what people do. They can't follow simple rules. Don't post anything in the visitor section unless it's video, article, or some type of link to something that deals with our investments. That's it. I mean, how hard is that? But watch tonight, somebody's going to post on there and say, blah, 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 blah. Oh, man. And it'll be people that been with me since 2015. And they just don't care no more. That's all it is. And I shouldn't either, though. I should start banning, and that's what I will do in the future. Which is sad, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's move on here so I'll stop jibber jabbing and let's get this video over with. Okay, let's see here. And I will do a teaching. I do have a teaching. Do I have a teaching plan today? I'm supposed to have a teaching plan today. So it's going to be on something. It's going to be on the elites about something. I'm thinking I can either do one about teaching about how how white people or I like to call them Caucasian. I don't like the word black and white. I don't like that at all. But anyways, it is what it is. I can do a teaching on how Caucasians are realizing that they have the same enemies as the colored and black people. I can do a video on that, or I can do a video on something else like I don't know. And, so that might be the video. Okay, that might be the video. So watch out for that. Watch out for that video. It's probably going to be something like how Caucasians are seeing that they actually have the same enemies as the blacks. Okay, and colored. I mean, of course, we know who that enemy is. It's a secret society, Zionist elites. Okay. And they hate you too. So, and I think white people are starting to realize that. So I'm probably going to do a teaching on that. Okay, so look out for that. Let's see what you guys had to say here. CBI license, okay. To meet the buying and selling of foreign currency standards, cool. Anthony says, thank you, John. Truly appreciate all your efforts and knowledge. Yes, this is very frustrating time, but stay patient, be positive that we are near the end. They can only delay so much. Eventually they will have to liberate their own country, whether they like it or not. Yeah, Anthony. Thanks, brother. I know, man. Isn't it crazy that we're waiting on a freaking city to be liberated for 6 months? Has it been 6 months? They look. The last city was Fallujah, and that was early July. It was like late June, early July, 2016. That means Iraq has had one city left to liberate since last July. Can you talk about a freaking delay? Wow. You have one city to liberate since last July. They got like freaking 10 cities done in like 4 months, but they can't get one city done in 1 year. Jeez. Oh my goodness. I wonder what they're hiding, right? We know what they're hiding. They're hiding it, returning back to the international stage. That's what they're hiding. They don't want to. They don't want to return back to the international stage. They're fighting that, which is really sad. But they're so corrupt that they don't want to return to the international stage. So we have to basically force them back. So yeah, it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Hosting non-Iraqi flags in Kirkuk unconstitutional, says Iran. I mean, F Iran. Iran can go kick rocks, right? But anyways, I'm not even going to talk about Iran. I'm not supposed to talk about Iran on YouTube, so let me stop. Let's see here. They met each other. Yeah, big question. Roger says the big question today is why Jarrett and General Dunford are meeting with Abadi in Baghdad. Yeah. I already told you guys 2 days ago, Roger. You guys are not watching the videos. That's how I know you guys ain't watching the video. But I think even if you did watch the videos, you still make that comment because you want some answers. So it is what it is. Let me see here. Okay, so let's Beverly says that I heard you questioning about Jared Kushner. She put Cush Kushner. Okay, it's K, but okay, whatever. Son-in-law, Trump's son-in-law. Hold up? What he does? He is not a politician. Yeah, we know he's not a politician. I said he was around. He was around politicians and probably in and out of government buildings, though. He doesn't have to. You don't have to be a politician to be in and out of government buildings and to know a lot of things as a Jew. Especially with the Jews having a lot of power in America and with the Zionist system. Anyways, let's see here. He says he owns a company that makes those RFID chips. Wow. That go into credit cards. Oh, okay. So okay, interesting, huh? They say he is a brilliant businessman. I wonder what else he does. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. She says that he probably makes more money than Trump. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But maybe. I don't know about maybe his company might make more money than Trump, but he as an individual probably doesn't take as much. He probably I don't know how much he makes, but I don't know if he makes more than Trump. Trump's got to be making like, she's 300, 400 million a year. So I don't know if he makes that, but anyways, maybe he does. Maybe he's a silent killer, um, or maybe he is a billionaire. I don't know anything about the guy, so maybe he is a billionaire. Maybe RFID chips and credit cards. That is a bit. I mean, here's the thing: his company that does that could be making billions, but that doesn't mean that the CEO takes billions. You see what I'm saying? So like you got companies that make like $20 billion and their CEO only takes 14 million a year. You see what I'm saying? So he could be a billionaire. He might not be. I don't know. I don't care. All we know is that he looks like a guy that Trump really loves and likes, and he fits his style. He just fits his style. It's like Donald Trump, Kushner, and Ivanka. They like fit the mold of Donald Trump. This is why he doesn't really care about the other children as much as he does like these two. Of course, it's not his child; it's his son-in-law. But he really loves Ivanka and this guy right here because they fit his mold. Like they want to win, they want to become billionaires and trillionaires, and they want to do business 24/7. His other kids don't aren't like that, except for the other son. The other son is actually like that, but I don't think he goes as hard as Ivanka. So that's why he always. It seems like he loves Ivanka more than he does anybody else, right? Because she just goes like super hard. Um. Okay, so I think that's it, guys and girls. This is going over 22 minutes. Lord have mercy. I'll try to get to the rest of you guys' comments, and the I guess another video that I do on the main channel. Okay, because this is going way too long. So let's actually take a look at the coins here before we get out of here. And then actually I got to come right back and do the teaching. So Ripple coin is at 3 cent 7, down today. Everything looks like it's not even moving. Okay, Dash is up a little bit. Bitcoin is up. Let's check the real prices of Bitcoin here on Coinbase. Okay, so Bitcoin finally went over 1150. Okay, so Bitcoin's at 1155, so it just broke 1150. So that was a nice resistance there at 1150. It just broke through it. So hopefully, let's see it, and hopefully it rises up to about 1180 before it starts coming down a little bit. Maybe it might even hit 1200. Ethereum struggling here. It is a sell in the charts. But as you guys know, we buy at we're going to be buying the sell of Ethereum. I bought some last night, and I'll be buying some more today. For me personally, I hope it goes even lower. I actually hope it goes to 38, so I can buy it there. You know what I mean? And then it comes back up to 50, and then it tests 100 plus, in going into the summer. So, and they got huge announcements coming up on April 14th. We will know who is the new additions to Ethereum. And we also know that the Bilderberg Group is going to be a new addition to Ethereum as well. So all that's coming by April 14th at the Ethereum conference, and it should skyrocket the price of Ethereum going into the summertime. Okay, so that's it for me. Cutting it off here, eyes open. The next video will be a teaching on the Caucasians and how they're starting to figure out they have the same enemy as the blacks. Eyes open. Bye.